something that I watched on Yellowstone last night. If you all watch Yellowstone, is to see how much a horse will trust you. So we're going to try this with Storm. Watch. It's not how much I trust her, but how much will she trust me? Not very much. Let's do the same thing with Voodoo. Hey, Voodoo. I saw this on Yellowstone last night. You trust Daddy, right? You trust Daddy? Let's find out how much he trusts me. He was almost right there. Yeah, the horse on Yellowstone, when Rip put his hand over the horse's eye, the horse just never flinched, just like, and that shows how much the horse trusts the rider. So it's obvious no one really trusts me around here. Bucky's only has one eye, so we have to be real careful doing this with him. I don't want to startle him and get him hurt. But once he knows that it's me over here, let's see how much he trusts Daddy with his one eye, his one good eye. Come here, buddy. Come here, sir. All right, here we go. Now he's completely blind. He doesn't trust me not one bit. Okay, let's go ahead and get this horse saddled up. Hi, everybody. Hi, Voo. Hi, Sweet Ivy. Excuse me, Bucks. Coming your way, Stormy. Ivy, move, sweetie. Hi, Buckies. Sweetie. Friends, Lester here. Hi to hello. Today we're going to take and ride. Hi, buddy. We're going to ride Stormy. We're not going to ride Voo. We're not going to ride Voo. We're going to ride Stormy. But Courtney's here, Courtney and Ashley, and they are working with Jamie on getting a saddle fit for Prim. And I do believe that Courtney's going to ride Prim, and we're going to, oh, she's already on Prim. And we're going to attempt to get a saddle on Stormy and ride them together. So you guys join us. This will be a lot of fun. I think that Voo might be kind of saying, like, hey, wait a minute, Daddy, you're my rider. No, I'm not, sir. I used to be, but you scared me too many times on the ground. Courtney has a wonderful word that she uses, unpredictable bullshit. Yeah, that's what he does. He always wants to throw that unpredictable bullshit at you. And there's no way to trust him. Not for me. Maybe you can. But if he has done that stuff with me, and he's done that stuff with Courtney, and don't forget, his former owner had to move him along because he did the exact same thing with her. So all of that kind of worries me. And I've been the recipient of too many tumbles, y'all. And this old gray mare, meaning me, just ain't what he used to be. And I don't like falling. I don't like picking myself up off the ground. So let's go ahead and love on Stormy a little bit. And guys, I know what you're thinking. It's a mess in there. Yeah, she's been in here for a couple of hours while we've been working with Prim. But we'll get all our barn cleaned up. Don't make that be your one comment, being mean about how nasty the barn looks. It's not that nasty, is it, sweetie? All right, I'm going in. But let me kind of manipulate my camera a little bit to show you. Yeah, she's turned completely around from me, looking out of the gate saying, you know what, I'm out of here. I ain't doing all this BS. And she may not. And I'm not the guy to impose my will on her. I know many of you would. You would, Lester, take command. Lester, you got to be the one in control. Nah, not me. I'm not in control. But we're going to read her. Sweetie, can we do this? I think you'll have fun when we get it going. I do think that she'll have a good time when we get this going. I think that she wants to be ridden. She's jealous that she's not being ridden. But let's watch Courtney for a minute. Jamie is going to absolutely love her. She rides really good. And I know that the lady who sent her this way was not able to ride her much. So we were a little bit nervous about how jittery she's going to be, you know, with the saddle and all. But she's doing real good. This is a perfect horse for Jamie, I really do think. She's scared of the big birds. We notice she keeps looking towards the big birds. We're going to keep her off that fence line. And we also had the other horses put up so they can't be trying to follow us around and, you know, all of those kind of things. Buddy sour is the word I was looking for earlier. So we don't want her to be buddy sour. I don't think that she will be. I was thinking the donkeys might be wanting to follow her around. But no, the donkeys are all up around the barn. So she's doing really good. And then I'm just so excited that Jamie will finally have a chance to ride a horse. And one that's not too small for her and no one can give her a hard time. This is a big, heavy, thick horse, friends. This is a really big horse. And then this is my first time using my new saddle. I know Jamie had this made for me for my birthday. And I've not had a chance to use it. So this is exciting. Now what we're doing here is we're turning back towards the barn. And so this is where you have to be very careful. Sometimes a horse will be so smart to realize that, hey, when I'm getting back towards the barn, that means it's probably time to start eating. And so you have to be real careful not to let them have control. I do think that all of that blowing that she's doing might be her way of saying, let me go, I'm ready to run, ready to run. And we're not going to allow that. But if she has picked up the pace on her own, I'm going to put my phone down so I can have both hands if I need them. But this is a really fun ride. No, ma'am, you will stop doing that. I had to do that, y'all, to show her that she's not in charge. I am. All right, phone's going down, friends. So Courtney's there in the, you can kind of see in the shadows under the tree. She's right there riding around on top of the hill. I don't know exactly what Courtney's doing. I think just kind of giving her an overall feel of how the horse is. You know, you can't forget that when you get a horse from somewhere else that you've never seen before, you don't know much about it. Oh, Ivy, please, Ivy. Sweet baby, please, Ivy. All right, Ivy, okay. That is someone else who's mighty jealous, is sweet Ivy. But now, Courtney will give us a really good idea of the horse's health, and then anything that we need to know about her. We just don't want to get on her and have Jamie get hurt. That's my number one concern, is that Jamie gets on her and we don't know everything, but we also have to know how she's going to do with other horses. And then the last thing I'll say is we don't want to push this. I don't want to force it on anyone too fast, but Prim's been here for over a week now, a week and a half or so. She's had a chance to adjust with all the horses and donkeys. She's also had a chance to meet a few riders, being Uriel, me, Jamie, and now Courtney. So she's had people on her back quite a few times. And we'll see what Courtney says when she's done. But today we were hoping to get both Prim and Stormy to ride together, because that's kind of a big test. And I don't know for sure who Courtney wants to ride. I think that I'm probably going to be the rider for Stormy. But let's go ahead and see if we can get her saddled up. All right, so we had a change of plans, and we brought Stormy out, and she was able to walk alongside Prim, which was something we had to do before we got her all done up. And I think that she's a little bit too jumpy, a little bit too anxious. So what our plan is for today is to just go ahead and let Stormy run alongside Prim if she wants to. No lead rope, just kind of let her be, let her watch, and then we'll ease into everything else. We knew she was a little bit anxious. You want me to put Stormy back up? Huh? Put Stormy back up or leave her out?
Leave her out.
Leave her out. We're going to leave.
I'm not actually riding. I'm just going to have Courtney give me some posture.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and just leave Stormy out, and she wants to kind of follow along. She can, but it was kind of neat on her own. Once we took the lead off, Stormy came back into the barn with those she's more comfy with, being Voodoo. Yes, ma'am? Yes. Today was an important day for us. It was really neat to have Courtney come out and allow both Prim and Stormy to run alongside each other. while Courtney rode. I wished that we could have gotten Stormy saddled up, but you could just tell, or at least I could tell from her anxious level, her anxiety level was up, that it probably wasn't a good idea to get on her back, at least not for me. An experienced rider, maybe, but not an amateur, friends, not at all. So sorry if you were expecting to see that in today's video, but it will happen. And Courtney agrees with me. Courtney herself said that the way that they were acting on this first trip out and about was not one that she would want to see me on her back. And so that's all you got to tell me. Hey, I'm not the one pushing for it. I am not the one pushing for it. Anyway, thank y'all for watching, and we love you so much. Blessed to have you, and we will catch you on the next video.
Don't let your troubles fester. Come watch Longhorn Lester.
Yeah, something like that.